Hello guys, this is Modest Major here, bringing you some commentary over some 51 and 4 Capture the Flag gameplay on Settler. This is one of my better gameplays, if not one of my favourites. It's on Settler. I've said in the past that I don't particularly enjoy playing Settler that much. I feel like it's just a bit too much of a top-heavy map, and it's a bit one-sided at times. And it feels like once you've got the enemy team in that spawn trap, that there's no getting out for them. And, you know, on one hand, I love it when I am the person spawn trapping them, and it's quite a lot of fun. But then when you're on the other team and you just see people rage quitting all the time, and gameplay can get a little bit slow, a little bit tedious, it's just a bit, I don't know, stupid to me. But also, like, I think what made this gameplay so good is that this team didn't necessarily know how to work Settler to the best of their abilities. They weren't taking cliffside as much as they should have been. They weren't pushing the power weapon spawns as much as they should have been. So as a result, it was quite easy to get the upper hand on the enemy team. There's a lot of clutch moments in this gameplay. Keep your eyes out for when I take hold of this incineration cannon. I do something that was probably 80% luck, 20% skill, but it was still awesome to actually do. Now, I wanted to talk about the Halo 4 Global Championship today. I might be a little bit late, but I just wanted to wait until the dust settled and, you know, get as much insight as I physically could. In my opinion, it was a awesome spectators event. The actual event itself and the venue itself was set up really well. They did an outstanding job with the shoutcasting, and it almost felt like it was set up in terms of how entertaining the gameplay was, because the fact that it went to sudden death and then Ace took home the win. In my opinion, Pistola was definitely my favourite to win. I even put it on Twitter that, you know, Pistola is going to win this. There's no doubt in my mind when he went into the final, because Pistola just seemed so much more focused and he seemed so much more, you know, concentrating on what was going on. And then Ace was saying that, like, oh, you know, I didn't even expect to get this far, to be honest. And I thought, maybe Ace just isn't got his head in the right place. And Pistola is someone, you know, you can't take your chances with. Pistola is just a freaking beast. His accuracy is pretty much unparalleled by the majority of Halo competitive players. But, you know, overall, the whole event was just so satisfying to watch. For some reason, for me, Halo 4 is probably my favourite competitive game I've ever spectated. I don't really have much experience in that field, to be fair, so it's not saying that much by saying that, because I didn't even really watch Halo 3 that much, even back in its prime. I was too busy playing it. But at the same time, I don't know, like, where some people complain about Halo 4 being so, you know, fast-paced and you can get away with quite a lot of dumb decisions, in my opinion, that's just something I enjoy more, because I feel like, in that respect, gunplay and movement, strafing, stuff like that flourishes a lot more, because you have to kind of differentiate your gameplay, because you're not able to get away, you're not able to, you know, maneuver. Tactics isn't quite as important. You know, in Halo 3, team play and making sure you knew where your team was going to be at all times and where the spawns were going to be at all times, and making sure you didn't make any stupid decisions. Obviously, I respect that sort of tactical gameplay, but it's never been something that's been my niche. I've always been someone who wants to try and outshoot people or try and outplay people, and as a result, I find that gameplay kind of more just entertaining. I'm not really one. I just personally think, as a spectator sport, the fact that Halo 4 is more easy to play aggressive, it makes for more easy spectating. But maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just being impatient and a dumb spectator. I don't really know, but either way, it was just super fun to watch. There were so many clutch moments. You know, the reason I thought Pistola was going to win as well is when he just pulled off that sticky grenade at top middle at Skyline. I was just like, that sticky grenade placement was just off the chain. He has got to win this. And then it turned out Ace did. But I'm still happy for him, you know. I really didn't see that coming, and it just made for an entertaining event overall. And what I'm really hoping that after this, we don't just come to a standstill in terms of the Halo community. I don't want that to be our finale and then the curtains close on Halo 4 and we're just waiting for Halo 5. That would be severely depressing. I feel like it's something that I want to snowball into something bigger. Maybe Virgin Gaming comes along. I know iCleanup was tweeting out I'll put a link to iCleanUp in the YouTube description. He's someone who's putting out Halo commentaries right now that are super insightful, and I feel like he has a pretty good understanding of Halo 4 game and where it should be going in the future, etc. So subscribe to him, great commentator. He was tweeting out that he really hoped that Virgin Gaming would step in and make something happen, and I really, really do, because I don't want just everything to kind of fizzle out. And maybe even, you know, a map pack would be nice again. I know Champions Bundle was already more than we were expecting. But what I think would be really cool is if they made like 2 more map packs. And they did a season pass for Champions Bundle. And then these other 2 that they were doing. And to be honest, you know, they'd only have to be like reskinned remakes. I'm not really expecting much out of them. But just to keep the community involved and excited and give us something to look forward to. Because they did a really good job in the first year of Halo 4's release. I think 343's developer support has been outstanding. You know, I think they've saved what could have been an absolute disaster for a Halo game to at least redeeming it to some extent. I know some people still consider Halo 4 as a disaster, but at least they've got some level of playlist interaction, whereas Gears Judgment, for example, Gears of War Judgment, is completely dead pretty much, and you can't even find a game in the majority of playlists, especially ranked playlists. Whereas Halo at least has something to hold on to, and I don't want them to just let that go, especially if they want to, you know, keep up the hype for Halo 5 and keep people interested. I think that would do a really good job. We'll just have to wait and see with the upcoming bulletins, but yeah, I'm hopeful. I thought that Global Championship was awesome. I thought it got a lot of people who had maybe lost faith in Halo to come back and watch that and understand that maybe on a competitive setting, Halo 4 could still work. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. But anyway, I've been Modest Major. I'm going to put some music over the rest of the gameplay so you can just watch it and chill out if you wish. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you guys next week.